very special people. Two very special people who, in this modern age, managed to meet in a way that didn't even exist for their own parents. We're living in the future here, people. Brought together by technology, that special spark didn't take long to show up over an evening of delicious raw fish, laughter, and classic 1980s board games. Only a week after they first met, another romantic evening was in store. One of dining, dancing, and swimming in the moonlight. It only took a few times for these two star-crossed wanderers to realize they had something special together. They didn't know where they were headed, but romance was in the cards. But love, as we all know, is no easy road. Their path was fraught with peril, and there were bumps along the way. Though they knew they might want otherwise, they remained separated by a short distance and kept apart by Los Angeles rush hour traffic. However, they managed their disappointment, their stress, and their desires. And each week, those precious Fridays would come along, our lovers would meet again with new surprises and new adventures in store. Trips to the zoo, days spent in the sun at the park, an entire weekend of dating every weekend. These things have their perks, don't they, ladies? Inevitably, though, the hours would pass. Dreaded Sunday would come around again, and the cycle was forced to begin anew. A month of weekends passed. 2 months, 6, an entire year's worth of weekends passed, and our two lovers continued their journey together against all odds. Finally, the day came where they prevailed over their adversity, and their burgeoning ambitions and burning desires were brought together under the same roof. Now the effort was truly underway as they learned to live together as individuals and as a couple. This passage was difficult too. Learning the give and take of a committed relationship is no simple task. But through the good and the bad, our two lovers persevered. Their love budded and bloomed, and they learned more every day about who they were as individuals and who they were together. And they liked what they found. So our story reaches its apex. After some gentle coaching from his cousin Michael, it became apparent that the time had come to ask the penultimate question in any relationship. Our boy and girl went shopping for a ring together, and on a night that seemed much like any other, relaxed, reserved, romantic, private, our love-struck boy asked his lucky girl to marry him, and it was all she could do to keep from leaping directly across the table into his arms as she said yes.
Wow. White House material.
Welcome to the wedding reception for Phil and Kelly, everyone. We've got a celebration on our hands, and I hope everyone's prepared for a good time. Well, everybody, what do you say we convince the wedding party to join us? Yeah! Okay, the bridesmaids and the groomsmen, Cindy Oppenheim and Michael McDonald. Kelly, Judith Arnold, and Ping, Sean Ng. Our maid of honor and best man, Monty Gorko and Drew Hawkins. And without any further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. Philip and Kelly Arnold.
Show off.